My co-founders and I grew up working all sorts of positions in oil and gas, and I just always thought there's just a better, easier way to do a lot of the things. And at that same time, energy producers, they're looking for ways to become more efficient because oil prices are down so low. So they started asking us about this internal dispatching software they were using because they're dispatching hundreds of trucks with pen and paper. They heard that we have some sort of app that can make that easier. It's kind of a long story, but we're the back truck company turned software company. Ironsight is a platform that makes it really easy to coordinate industrial services. We worked since we were teenagers working for energy producers, and there's a ton of problems when you're trying to request services and track them. And then we also started this oil and gas services company, so then we saw that side of the equation.
We had a company called Pack Energy we started with, and we wanted to solve a lot of our customers' problems by using software and technology. So just from my experience of working on the producer side of the business, we always felt there was no transparency with providers. We found it very difficult to even book services and just wasted inefficiencies.
So, we thought, okay, there's pain on the energy producer side, and then there's pain on the service provider side. Let's build an app to try and connect the two sides of the market.
The old way of booking services was a ton of phone calls, ton of emails, ton of texts. If plans change, which happens on an hourly occurrence in our business, you had to call again, inform it. They had to relay that from the office out to the drivers. Tons of manual and ton of administration efforts from everybody.
Right when we launched, we had an idea, how do we be different? How do we differentiate ourselves from the competition? We figured one way would be to give an app to our customers to just quickly submit a job request.
You click the resource that you want, submission goes in with all the details that you do need. So again, if something does change, that flows through the system directly to the guy in the field.
As a driver, you get in, you have your entire day laid out for you. You have all the details you need to do your job. You have directions to the site, customer contact information. So everything you need is kind of in the palm of your hand. We're also getting into some inventory tracking as well. They can look on a live map and see all the inventory counts of each of their yards, move them from A to B digitally. Honestly, when we first approached them to get on Ironsight, there's a lot of pushback, but within a couple months of using it, they can't really picture themselves going back.
It gives us a full view of what goes on in the field. You know exactly where everybody is. You have instant contact with anybody in the field at any time. You know when that job's going to end. Using Ironsight and seeing the efficiency of it, there's no going back to the old way of doing things. It's like night and day.
And we're pretty proud to say that our customers, the two main ones, account for 75% of oil and gas production in Canada. So these are big multinational companies. I keep saying oil and gas, and we've focused on that because that's our background. But some of our customers actually are completely disconnected from oil and gas. They're doing forestry, pipelines, utilities.
Anywhere where there's a request for a service in and then out to the actual guy doing the work, there's a million different sectors that need that problem to be solved. Ironsight would be so valuable to those clients.
We're just really excited for what the future might hold for our team and our growth.